Hello, it is Wednesday, September the 21st, and this is the Greenbrier Valley Church of the Nazarene with your daily devotion. Welcome. Today we continue to read in the book of Exodus chapter 14. Today we will read verses 19 through 31. Here's the word of the Lord. Then the angel of God, who had been traveling in front of Israel's army, withdrew and went behind them. The pillar of cloud also moved from in front and stood behind them, coming between the armies of Israel and Egypt. Throughout the night the cloud brought darkness to one side and light to the other side, so neither went near the other all night long. Then Moses stretched out his hand over the sea, and all that night the Lord drove back the sea back with a strong east wind and turned it into dry land. The waters were divided, and the Israelites went through the sea on dry ground, with a wall of water on their right and on their left. The Egyptians pursued them, and all Pharaoh's horses and chariots and horsemen followed them into the sea. During the last watch of the night, the Lord looked down from the pillar of fire and cloud at the Egyptian army and threw it in confusion. He jammed the wheels of their chariots so that they had difficult driving. And the Egyptians said, "Let us get away from the Israelites. The Lord is fighting for them against Egypt." Then the Lord said to Moses, "Stretch out your hand over the sea so that the waters may flow back over the Egyptians and their chariots and horsemen." Moses stretched out his hand over the sea, and at daybreak the sea went back to its place. The Egyptians were fleeing towards it, and the Lord swept them into the sea. The water flowed back and covered the chariots and horsemen and the entire army of Pharaoh that had followed the Israelites into the sea. Not one of them survived. But the Israelites went through the sea on dry ground, with a wall of water on their right and on their left. That day the Lord saved Israel from the hands of the Egyptians, and Israel saw the Egyptians laying dead on the shore. And when the Israelites saw the mighty hand of the Lord displayed against the Egyptians, the people feared the Lord and put their trust in him and in Moses, his servant. And that is the word of the Lord. The title of our article today is 360-Degree Protection by Dan Kaufman. Here's what Dan writes. Alaska, the 49th state of the United States of America, is known for many things. Often referred to as the last frontier, it has beautiful landscapes and amazing animals. One animal that lives in Alaska is the musk ox. Musk oxen have incredible skills and unique behaviors to live in such an extreme environment. For instance, when they encounter danger, the herd forms a circle. This ensures that there is no angle of advantage for a predator. They do the same thing when one is injured. They circle around it, forming 360 degrees of protection. Fascinating. We see the same thing in this passage. The story of Moses splitting the Red Sea isn't just a fun Bible story we tell our children before bed. It is a reminder that God goes before us, beside us, and even behind us. God led the Israelites, and God withdrew behind them in protection as well. God's power was evident in the walls of water on both the left and right side. God provided 360 degrees of protection for his people. What area of your life do you need to allow God to move to for your protection? The hymn today is "God Leads Us Along" by G.A. Young. Some through the waters, some through the flood, some through the fire, but all through the blood. And from Isaiah chapter 42, verses 6 and 7. I, the Lord, have called you in righteousness. I will take hold of your hand. I will keep you and will make you to be a covenant for the people and a light for the Gentiles, to open eyes that are blind, to free captives from prison, and to release from the dungeon those who sit in darkness. And this is your daily devotion for Wednesday, September the 21st. Have a wonderful and blessed day.